Hey guys, I am bringing back Tough Love Tuesday today, and I know I look a little rough today, but I had a concussion last week, my very first concussion, and I'm kind of wondering how long I can ride the concussion wave, like, oh, sorry, I forgot about that, I had a concussion, or, like, oh, I couldn't get to that because I had a concussion. Yeah, I'm totally figuring that out, because every time I tell people, they go, oh my gosh, I'm like, yeah. But anyways, between me and you, it's doing a lot better. So I wanted to talk to you today about something that has just been kind of a recurring theme in emails that I've been getting and questions and comments on the blog and a lot of stuff on Facebook and just different feeds and different questions and comments and blah blah blah. And so just to remind you, this is a Tough Love Tuesday post. It's not a I'm going to make you feel really great about all the decisions you're making in life post. And one of the things that is really, really, really unsettling with me is the meal replacement stuff. Now, y'all all know I love me some Shakeology. Okay, I think it is one of the most highly nutritional, protein powder type of drinks. It's not really sold as a protein powder. It's sold as a nutritional supplement. So there's a little bit different thing to it, and we're going to go over some of that today. So here's the deal. These meal replacements that are so huge, and I mean, people, this is not new, okay? Slim Fast has been around forever. Visalis, I'm sorry, as a nutritionist, I cannot give it a seal of approval because of the fake sugars and all of the processing that goes into it. And it is basically glorified Slim Fast. And so what happens is when you have a meal replacement shake, and I'm not saying anything bad, just like, I'm not like anti-Visalis. There's a ton of shakes. I don't even want people to, just use Shakeology as their, to lose weight. I think that your diet needs to be made of real food, and we go from one extreme to the other. So, things that come out from meal replacements, they're like, hey, stop eating the fast food and drink our shake. That's not any better, really, because we're going from non-food, which, a lot of the fast food, that's the way it's processed, just because it's so overly processed and it's got tons of additives and sugars and stuff. So your body doesn't really recognize it as a food. But then the same thing happens when we do a shake. So we're trading one evil for another. And then the body has a hard time processing all of that. But because the shake has so fewer calories, let's face it, a Body Bye Bye shake is like way less calories than even just a Happy Meal from McDonald's. That your body will, you'll lose some weight. But you're losing weight, not body fat. You're losing weight, which will come from water and muscle. And then when the day is done, anytime that you do any kind of deprivation dieting, when the day is done, you're done with the diet, you've lost your 20, 30, whatever pounds, you're left with so little muscle that your body cannot sustain the burn that it takes to keep you at that weight, which is why when you get off of the shakes, you start to slowly gain the weight back. And then you truck yourself back to the back of the diet line and do it again. And I want people to just stop doing it. Stop doing it, okay? You have a happy medium between the fast food stuff and the meal replacement shakes, and it's called food, okay? And people go, well, I don't have time to make my own food. Oh, that's funny to me because it takes me all of 10 seconds to peel a banana and get a handful of almonds, and that's a fabulous snack. Boom, there you go. It really, I think the whole I don't have time, not that I'm saying that you do have a ton of time. You probably don't. I think it's a tired excuse, and we need to stop. If we would just learn how to prepare food in advance, and I'm not even talking about, you don't need to spend 3 hours on Sunday cooking all your chicken, okay? There are other things you can do. There's other ways you can get around it, and there are other avenues we can take. It's actually getting easier and easier because Americans are starting to go, oh, hey, wait a second, there's a problem here. And there's a problem. I think nutrition is 95% of our problem. Most everybody that has emailed me, everything like that, they're always like, nutrition's my issue. I mean, we can work out. We can go and follow the crowd at the gym, or pick up a weight, or go for a walk, or go for a run, or, I mean, that kind of stuff we can do. It's food. It's the nutrition part. So I'm going to challenge you. I want you to get away. If you are stuck on shakes, and by stuck on it, I mean, even if you have a shake, that your day is not the same unless you have it. That's what we call an addiction. And I'm sorry, I mean, I know there's some shakes that are more nutritionally sound, but the shake itself, they cannot get it into that powdered form without manipulating it in some way. And like I said, I have one that I enjoy. And it's okay to have them every once in a while. They're great for when you are stuck in a jam. Like, there's been times when I literally, I don't really time manage well, and it's like, oh, hey, I have to be out the door in 5 minutes. I better shake me up something and take it with me, because I'd rather people do that than not eat. But if you're dependent on a shake, and if you're constantly following that cycle, and if you did Slim Fast in the 90s and then Body by Vi, this year, there's an issue. There's a serious issue. So we have to forego those things, because they don't help the body. They don't build anything. They do not leave you with a healthier, more fat-burning body. And so that is why we are having trouble. As we age, it gets even harder. Naturally, it gets harder. And then if we're constantly on the diet train, we make it even harder. So then it becomes what feels like an impossibility. And so we're going to start to forego the shakes, and we're going to start to eat real food. And that means that we're going to have to get out of our comfort zone. We're going to have to try some things and, look up different snack ideas. You can Google snack ideas and you will get so much stuff. So much stuff. There's a Facebook page called 100 Days of Real Food. I think that's what it is, but you can just type in real food. And they give you ideas for real food, and it's super simple, super quick. There's, stuff to put in your crock pot for those of you that work all day, which is the majority of people. And, you throw it in your crock pot before you leave, and then you bolt out the door. When you get home, you have a nice meal ready to go. There's plenty of ideas. EatCleanDiet.com has a forum. If you join that forum, you can find tons of ideas where people have gotten around the whole no time thing. On my website, I try to give loads of different ideas to help you get around those excuses. And I think it's just we've used that excuse for so long that it slips off the tongue, and it's really, really easy. And I'm giving you a call to action. It's time to stop using that excuse, okay? Because you should really and truly savor the fact that you can really control your weight, and you can control how you nourish your body. You don't really need people to tell you how to do that. And I think we have been so accustomed, because we're looking at, people my age, I'm 34, people between the ages of about 27, 28, and probably younger because it's still going on, to about 45. We come from the diet age. I mean, there was a time where diets just went boom. And that's where we were raised. And so we kind of come from that age of, would somebody please tell me what to eat? What do I eat? I don't know what to eat. Oh my gosh. And, God didn't make us that way. He didn't make us to have to be told what to eat, because I guarantee you, if he had, he would have meal plans in the back of the Bible that we would follow to a T. So, he does tell us plenty in his word to honor our bodies. Our bodies are a temple. A little bit of movement goes a long way, that kind of thing. So, just, take a deep breath, relax. You're not going to gain 50 pounds if you eat a full meal made of good food. And the more real food you put in your diet, the fuller you're going to get sooner, and you're going to have a lot more energy. Everything's going to feel better. Everything's going to look better. Everything's going to smell better. I mean, you're going to be so much more popular. Okay, that last one was totally not true. You'll probably be shunned by a lot of your workplace buddies because, you aren't doing what they're doing. But whatever, okay? Whatever. You'll be healthy, and at the end of the day, that's what counts. So whether it's whey, casein, soy, you know how I feel about soy protein. Just, if you're a lady, it's kind of hard to lose weight when you're pumping extra estrogen into your body. However, if you're going through menopause, it rocks. So just, know where you are. Whey protein is good for if you're doing a really hard workout, or if you just really need, the nutritional shakes like Shakeology. They're good if you just have to have more calories, like maybe you're on your feet all day long and you need more calories than you could ever possibly take in. Casein protein is good at night if you are, starving and you've been working out all day, or you've been working outside all day. It's a lower calorie version, but don't depend on these powders. Okay, please don't depend on the powders. Get some real food, and do me a favor, shoot me an email. I can give you more information on that kind of stuff, and check out the site, browse around a little bit, because I have a Drop 10 with a Friend challenge coming up in September. It's going to be loaded with real food, super simple recipes that's going to help you get on the right track. So I hope to see you tomorrow, and until then, I hope that you have a healthy day.